Which lens you should buy? Welcome to day 11 of 30 days photography school challenge. Now there are two kinds of lenses. One is prime lens and second is zoom lens. With prime lens you get a fixed focal length. Basically, if you buy a prime lens of 50 mm, then the focal length of the lens is just going to be 50 mm. You can't change the focal length. And if you buy a zoom lens, for example, which is from 24 to 70, then you can change the focal length of that lens from 24 mm to 70 mm, and you can choose which focal length to go for according to the aesthetic of the picture. Now some people would ask, then why should we buy a prime lens? The reason is prime lenses give you sharper pictures, more background blur and lesser f-stops. By f-stops I mean lesser aperture number. Basically with prime lenses you can go as low as 1.4 and 1.2, which in result would give you more light to play with and more background blur. So which lenses should you buy? When it comes to zoom lenses, the affordable zoom lenses increase their f-stop as you zoom in the picture, which makes you to change your shutter speed and ISO again and again, which could be a tedious job while you're shooting a professional scenario. So professionals usually go for fixed aperture zoom lenses which don't change their f-stop while they zoom in for clicking a picture. For example, if I'm shooting at f2.8 at 24 mm, then it's going to be exactly the same if I zoom into 80 or 75 mm, which is f2.8. You should definitely see the balance between what your budget is and how professionally you're doing the job. I usually prefer prime lenses because I feel it gives me more flexibility, not with the zoom, but at least when it comes to the sharpness and the quality of the picture. But you can definitely go for a zoom lens with a fixed aperture and you can get great pictures as well. If I have to click some portraits, my favorite lens would be 85mm 1.4 Sigma Art. If I have to click some aesthetic fashion pictures, then I would choose my go-to 28 to 75 f2.8 lens, which gives me the flexibility to go wide as well as zoom in whenever I want to, with of course a fixed aperture. That's it for today.